You may think you have two options: be creative and broke, or be rich and dead inside. If these are your only options, you will never feel satisfied. So let's talk about your other options. I'm Laura Sims. I help people choose and start the right meaningful career, even if they've been trying to figure it out for years. If you want to be creative, make money, be fulfilled, there are 4 ways that people try to achieve this. By the end of this video, you'll know which one is right for you. Option number 1 is follow your passion. Now, if you know me at all, you know that I am not a proponent of follow your passion as a strategy, as a reliable, surefire way to choose a career. But it can work. We have examples of people who have done this. We can look to artists, actors, musicians, sculptors, writers, poets, tarot readers, you name it. But as you may have discovered, following your passion can also take the joy out of the thing. And because following your passion is about your enjoyment of an activity, some people put no thought into how it may be valuable to others, and then they either get discouraged or even offended when the world doesn't pay them for using their gifts. To be able to make a real living from a creative pursuit, it takes way more than talent. You have to be just as skillful in the business of the thing as in the craft of the thing. Should you personally follow your passion? Let me ask you some questions. Number 1, are you willing to make this thing your focus, even if there is never any significant financial reward? Number 2, are you willing to make this your focus, even if you never get the recognition and acceptance you wish for your work or your point of view? Number 3, are you willing to have a consistent, separate source of income for part or all of the time that you make this your focus? Number 4, are you interested in becoming just as skilled or more skilled in the business of the thing than the craft of the thing? If you answered yes to all of those, then follow your passion. If not, keep listening. So let's give follow your passion a little scorecard, keeping in mind that we care about doing something that's creative, making more money, and being fulfilled. Okay? Scorecard. Will follow your passion give you a creative career? Check. Will it make more money? Possible, but no guarantee. Will you feel fulfilled? Possible, but no guarantee. You could end up feeling burned out, resentful, and out of love with the passion that you tried to monetize. Option 2, take a day job and then use your creativity outside of work. This might look like starting a side hustle. It might just be having a creative practice for yourself. And then you've got the day job that we would say is more practical. Okay, but sidebar, do you know the real definition of the word practical? Because when we're talking about it in terms of careers, we're really using it as a shorthand for predictable or reliable. But the real definition of practical is likely to succeed or be effective in real circumstances. So let me ask you, is having the day job with your creativity elsewhere, is that likely to succeed or be effective in real circumstances long term? Let's check our scorecard. Will you have a creative career? No. Will you make more money? That's possible. Will you feel fulfilled? This is a toss-up. Usually, for my creative folks, it's not gonna be a long-term solution. That said, there is no shame in choosing this option. It's really about what's in your heart. What is your standard? What do you want? Option 3, switching between creative and practical work. A lot of creatives experience this, okay? Here's how it goes. You stick it to the man and follow your passion and you love it and you feel powerful and rebellious. And then eventually the wear and tear of financial or administrative stress leaves you feeling defeated, depleted, demoralized, and you reluctantly go take a job. This is something that's more practical. It's a steady source of income. To be honest, that feels comforting for a while. But eventually, the wear and tear of having your soul stifled, of not using your gifts, of not being able to be yourself at work, leaves you feeling defeated, depleted, and demoralized. So you rev yourself up to quit and go follow your passion, maybe a different one, and try it again. I call this the ping pong. You may have been through several rounds of the ping pong, going back and forth between let me do something creative, let me do something practical and stable. Remember how I said that if your only two options are be creative and broke or be rich and dead inside, you're never going to be fulfilled? In the ping pong, you're just in this never-ending game of trading off between meaning and money, and then I'll go get it over here, and then I don't have it over here, and you're just running back and forth. It's exhausting. So let's look at the scorecard. Will you have a creative career? Sometimes. Depends on where you are in the ping pong. Will you make more money? Questionable. It's a little unstable. The creative thing often doesn't get the time it would need to really have the chance to grow into anything, but neither does the practical career. So there is this sense of I can't get any real traction in anything because I keep going back and forth. Will you feel fulfilled? In short bursts, but overall, again, this tends to lead to exhaustion. Have you tried these things? Have you done 1, 2, or 3? Have you done some combination of all of these things? If so, let me know in the comments. Have you followed your passion? Have you tried the day job and then put creativity in life? Have you done the ping pong? Let me know which ones you've experienced down in the comments. And then let me introduce you to option number 4. This is what's working for me and my clients. If you want to have a creative career, if you want to make more money, if you want to feel fulfilled, then option 4 is what I call the purpose paradigm. Instead of pitting meaning against money, instead of pitting creativity against stability, instead of thinking in terms of passion versus practical, we're going to drop it. We're going to zoom out where the ping pong can't even exist, because we're no longer going to think in terms of passion. We're no longer going to pit that against creativity and doing something you love. The lens we're going to pick up and look through is purpose, because passion is all about you and your engagement in this activity that you love. It's all about you. Purpose is about your connection to others. And because it's in connection with others, there will be a need for it. So there will always be money and there will be stability. And yes, it will require your creativity, your heart, your connection, your humanity, but probably not in ways that you've always thought about. Starting from purpose is not just about the thing that you do, it's about why you do it, who you do it for and with, how you do it. It's holistic, which means all of you is getting taken care of in some measure. The part that needs money, the part that wants to make a difference, the part that wants to use your creativity. And what's wild is that this works for people who have been either in follow your passion or trapped in the ping pong or doing a day job and trying to be creative outside of work and have been stuck in that for years. Okay, I am my own first case study, having previously been in follow your passion in my prior career, but this has not just worked for me. This works for my creatives. This works for my multi-passionates. This works for folks who have some kind of creative impulse, but would never put the label on themselves of I'm a creative or I'm artistic. So let's look at the scorecard. Will you have a creative career? Check. Will you make more money? Check. Will you feel fulfilled? Check. If you are tired of choosing between being creative and broke or rich and dead inside, come take my free training. It's gonna challenge you to change how you think. I'm just warning you, you're gonna have to think differently about work. You're gonna have to think differently about creativity. You're probably gonna have to think differently a bit about your identity as a creative. But I trust you to make the leap. I will see you in the free training. Guarantee you're gonna learn something new about how to choose the meaningful career that's right for you.